And we're live.
Are you gonna ease yourself back in and just smoke like this? You don't want to jump back into concentrates and ruin your tolerance. You should like level yourself up and maximize the enjoyment on the lower amount.
I think so. I
do
agree.
the flower, and then I don't know what's after flower between that and concentrate. Is there anything?
I'll probably smoke some. I would say like the thing between the two is probably like some of the more high end pre rolled joints that have keef and
before
and
flower might be pen.
No, pen is concentrate.
Yeah, but I don't like.
Felt like my pens were weak. That's where I got that.
I don't like the pens. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna probably smoke some joints, get some bowls, a water bong or something like that.
I don't like blunts. I haven't smoked a blunt in fucking forever, but I remember
is that the one from a cigar?
A blunt is where you like, you empty out like a Swisher or a White Owl or something, and then you roll it back up. I never learned how to roll anything. And so like really I remember like being at people's houses or apartments in college and they'd be like, we're going to smoke. And I'm like, yes, where's the glass, baby? And they're like, no, I have a dry grape Swisher from, 2008. And I was like, fuck, this is going to be horrible. It's going to burn too fast down the sides.
What they are, they're the cheapest black people cigars you've ever seen and that you get at a gas station. And black people cigars are flavored.
Black people.
Everybody listening to this knows I'm telling the truth. They're black people, and black people who are listening are like, yeah, them's black people cigars. And they're flavored like.
I like how Kyle's accent switches to like, yeah, there's a black people cigar. What are you, jive turkey?
Yeah, and they're like peach or grape or like apple or some shit like that.
Cherry. I've only had one ever. It was at a bachelor party, and it was cherry Swisher.
Yeah, and they'll split that bitch open with a razor blade, stuff it with weed, roll it back up. Usually take all the tobacco out.
Is it still flavored?
Yeah, it's still flavored, and not only that, the wrap is the flavored part, and the wrap is tobacco. The wrap is tobacco leaf. That's how cigars work. Cigars are wrapped with tobacco leaf, so you're getting a nicotine hit as well as a THC hit. And,
so it's not cardboard like I thought it was.
No,
I always thought it was like cigarettes with cardboard on the outside.
I thought it was like a toilet paper tube.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, it explains the taste. I mean,
there has to be a better idea.
No, those are tobacco leaves. But yeah, I've only smoked a blunt like once, and it was with X-Jaws in that hotel room in Vegas that time. But usually I would either roll joints or smoke out of a bowl. I liked rolling joints. I had one of the little joint rollers. I don't know if you ever used one of those, Taylor, where it's this little plastic thing that I don't know how to describe it very well, but it's a little mechanism that you like feed the paper into, and then you like roll it and stuff the weed in, and it like perfectly rolls you a joint.
What's funny you're saying about that is I remember I bought one of those in college, and I was so high trying to use it that I put it in reverse. And what it's supposed to do is you twist it, and then a little joint pops out. Yep. I did it, and it was just a showering of weed, and then a flat paper came out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna keep using glass. Why did I buy this anyway?" Glass is the master race of
glass is the master flower. Race.
It is the best,
and like it's one of those things where like I don't know. I really like nice glass. I had a very nice bong. I had a couple of nice bongs. One of them the federal government took, and the other one I accidentally broke. I had this really nice hand blown piece of glass that I had bought in Atlanta, and I dropped that poor motherfucker and shattered it. I think everybody's done that. That smokes a lot. They've dropped their nice piece of glass.
Oh yeah,
but the one that the feds took, I had actually, it was the one from our trip. It was the one from our trip. Remember, I bought that big ass bong.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, I mailed that bitch home. He's checking the mail.
Just covered in res.
Yeah, just covered in res. I mailed it back to my house. It's big. It's like $250. Like big, tall, like thick glass bong, and that's the one that I had at my house when I got in trouble.
Ugh, that sucks. You lost a good one.
Lost a good one. I think I can get it back when this is all over.
That was
I asked for it.
I remember this was like my probably sophomore year of college, and a buddy came over and it was after we were out at a party, and it was just he and I and someone else, and we were going to smoke. And I kept asking him because he was drunk. I was like, "Hey, Adam, like you're not going to like get the spins or get crossfaded too hard. Like I don't want to pressure you to smoke." And he's like, "I know how to smoke, dude. I've smoked a ton of times." I was like, "Okay." Like, and I loaded it up for him, and it was my apartment. And so I was being polite. I gave him that to hit. And you know where you like the down stem, you obviously lift it directly out of the down stem. No lateral movement.
No.
And this gentleman was a gym rat who was enormous. And he was going first try. He puts his mouth on the bong, blows the whole bowl out by blowing a little bit at first. And he was like, "Fuck, all right, well, let's load up another one then, Adam." And then he was going to do the next one, and he pulled to the right and shattered the entire downstem and the thing that holds the downstem.
Oh, he broke the bong. It's
broke the entire bong, and I was like furious. Like I didn't let it be known because I didn't want to be rude. Like I didn't want to make him like put him on the spot. But it was like, that was a $200 bong with a percolator, 2 percolators. Do you know? Do you see how those are spick and span, clean as can be? It's because I put some 420 cleaner in there just today, and you just shattered it. Just shattered it.
He didn't replace it.
No, he didn't replace it.
Oh,
he had no money. It was really annoying. I haven't spoken to him since college. He was a really nice guy.
Since then, actually.
Yeah, since like about 6 months after that. Yeah, that's when we started talking. I had a girl once drop it, and it broke only in like, obviously if it's going to break, the downstem area is more vulnerable to break. And so like that area that holds the downstem, that just cracked off. So when you were like trying to pull the downstem out, that whole surrounding capsule came out with it. Like if you would have tilted it that far, it would have just dumped the water everywhere. That was annoying as hell. Someone breaking your glass is infuriating. Thank God that was a college problem.
I had carpet in my bedroom, so usually if I dropped it, the worst thing would happen is I get some bong water on the floor, and I'd have to go rent one of those steam cleaners to get the stink out of the carpet.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you drop one,
it stinks.
Bong water stinks.
It's really gross.
The thing is, now I'm not around pot much, but it's been my observation that like cigarettes have a stink that doesn't go away. Right? It changes the value of your car. It's like a permanent thing. If you're in the same room as a smoker, now your clothes smoke. You smell bad. You get home and someone's like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Pot doesn't do that. You can be in the room of pot smokers and you don't come home smelling like pot, I don't think.
Yeah. And you never like,
but I guess bong water is different.
Like when I was in college, I would have never dreamed of like lighting up a cig in my apartment and being, or like a cigar, a stogie, and just walking around. But like, yeah, you could smoke, and I did smoke weed in there pretty much every day and never smelled. It goes away immediately. I don't know what the chemical reason is for that, but yeah, there's something in cig smoke that makes it stick to. Oh, the tar makes it stick to everything?
Yeah.
That does make sense because it's tar.
Tar is a bit sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally like if you've ever seen where people smoke a ton indoors, how like they'll like move a picture frame and there's like a clean spot on the wall. They've literally painted the interior of their home with tar. That's how Wing's grandma's house was. Remember next door?
Mm-hmm.
That's how my
if people smoke a ton of pot, it'll make the room smell a bit, right?
Yeah, eventually it'll have this like dank smell to it for sure.
You have to smoke a lot, I would imagine.
The hotel where I rented in Colorado, like I'm like, this is a bit of a pothead place.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Eventually you can absolutely like impart some kind of a smell to the room. Bong water is kind of gross though, like especially if you don't change it frequently. Something about like the water filtering out like impurities and the smoke and everything, and I don't know, it gets really fucking gross. It's not a good smell. And so if you accidentally like drop your bong and break it, or if you tip your bong over and the water spills onto the floor, it's really fucking nasty. I've accidentally spilt the water on myself before, and it was like, all right, I'm gonna take a shower now. It's so gross. You've got to go wash your clothes and take a shower. I've seen people drink the water.
Wait, I guess it gets you high?
No, there's no way it does.
It's just like a dare
being an
challenge, like
asshole.
eating a cockroach or something.
It's like, yeah. It's just like, yeah, I'm hardcore. I'm gonna drink this bong water.
Fear factor shit.
Yeah, it's just fucking gross. There's no way it gets you high. I don't think.
I would
never find out.